Hey there, today I'm going to be sharing with you my secrets of how to successfully work out from home, plus my simplified strength training home workout matrix. If we haven't met before, my name is Joy Wilder. I'm a certified business coach, a mom to 4 kids in the last 8 years, a serial entrepreneur, and little known fact, I am a former certified ACE personal trainer and indoor cycling instructor, and I'm obsessed with working out. I am all of those things, but I am not a doctor. So full disclaimer right here, you want to check with your doctor before starting any workout program, okay? So let's jump into it. I'm going to share with you the keys for working out successfully, doing strength workouts successfully from home. And those things are going to be that you need to give your body a full 24 hours of rest while in between working out muscle groups. You want to work out all 10 major muscle groups on a regular basis. You want to have the proper tools for working out. And then I want to encourage you to join some sort of community that can support you in your working out from home. Okay, so for the first thing is you want to give your muscle groups 24 hours of rest between each workout. So the reason is that when you work out, you are actually breaking down the muscle. When you're putting that resistance on your muscle, you're breaking it down. And then that muscle needs 24 hours to rebuild that muscle up. And that's how you build muscle. Okay, so if you work out the same muscle group and don't give it that 24-hour rest, you are actually short-circuiting the benefits of that workout. You're not getting your highest ROI on your workout, so don't do that. And also, P.S., you rebuild your muscle while you sleep. So please, friend, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It is so important to building muscle. Okay, so that's the first thing. Give 24 hours of rest in between working out muscle groups. The next thing is there are 10 major muscle groups in your body, and you want to work out all 10 major muscle groups on a regular basis. Now, these 10 muscle groups, most of them are pairs. So there's like a front side and back side on your body. Okay, it is tempting. There's often trainers have this phrase, there's like vanity muscle groups that people often they'll want to have like 6-pack abs, but who the heck cares if your lower back is strong or not? Or sometimes men will want like really buff upper body, but they don't care about their legs. Friend, we want to work out all 10 major muscle groups. So the 10 major muscle groups are your chest, your back, your biceps, your triceps, your core, meaning your front abs, your side abs, and your back, your lower back. Okay, then your quads, which are the front of your legs, your hamstrings and glutes, the back of your legs, your inner thighs, your outer thighs, your calves, and your core. Okay? So point number 1 is give your muscles 24 hours of rest. Point number 2 is to work out all 10 muscle groups. And if you aren't working out and work them out with the reverses in place. So if the day that you do your triceps, then you want to do your biceps on that same day. Okay, and then I also wanted to share with you, people will often break up their workouts, either doing all strength training one day, all cardio the next day, or upper body one day with a little bit of cardio, lower body one day with a little bit of cardio, upper body one day with a little bit of cardio. So whatever works best for you. Okay, now I want to share with you, this is super awesome, and you could so easily do this from home. I just took a little Excel spreadsheet, and I have the 10 major muscle groups: chest, back, biceps, triceps, quads, hamstring, outer thigh, inner thigh. I don't do calves, and core. Okay, and then I listed out for each exercise several different exercises, because it's so important to vary your workout so you don't do the same thing every time you work out that muscle group. So I listed out here, this is chest, like 8 different chest exercises that I enjoy doing and that I have the equipment for. And then what I do is at the top, I write right or left. So that's the side of my body that I'll be leading for all the exercises that day. And of course I write the date. And so this eliminates like all thinking. And then the day that I work out, like we can look at today, I write down 3 things on I just look, okay, yesterday I did feet on dinosaur eggs push-ups. So today I'm going to do rows with push-ups with rows. Okay, so I know what exercise I'm going to do today, and then I can look back the last time I did push-ups with rows, and I see these three things. I see the number of sets that I did. Typically 3 is ideal. You get a lot more bang for your buck if you do 3 instead of 2. And then the number of reps, ideally 16 in general is great. And then the amount of pounds, like what pound weight I was using. And then I will often put an X or an arrow after that. So I can look back. So here I did 3 sets of 11 with 3-pound weights. I'm rebuilding my strength from this last baby. And then I put an X. Okay, so that's basically how that works. You put the number of sets, the number of reps, the number of pounds, and an X or an arrow if you want to increase it next time. Sometimes I'll put 2 X's if I'm like, do not do any more. Okay, and that's it. How simple is that? Anybody can do that. And then you just design your little spreadsheet. I print out like 20 at a time, so I don't have to go back to the printer. And then you design your spreadsheet around what equipment you have. But everybody has a floor and can do some very basic exercises. So now I want to talk to you about having the right equipment. Okay, so the first thing was give your muscles 24 hours to rest. The second thing is work out all 10 major muscle groups on a regular basis. And I show you how to track that on a spreadsheet. The third thing is to have the right equipment. Okay, so I would say one of the easiest things to first invest in is a set of, don't do that, a set of exercise, elastic bands. Usually this comes in a set of 4 or 5. I'll try to put this in the notes below. And you can do a total full body workout. I've gone to workshops on this using just an exercise band. It's also fantastic if you travel, go on vacation, you just throw it in your bag and you're good to go. You can do a full body workout with one exercise band, but also the bands are going to work your muscles differently than free weights would be. The next thing I would invest in would be varying size of free weights. I got my free weights like 15 years ago at yard sales, so none of them match, none of them are pretty, but they do the job. If I was buying weights again from the beginning, I've seen these weights where it's just basically one weight and you turn a dial on it and it makes it be a different amount of weight. I think that's really cool, and if you're short on storage, I think that's even better. So the next thing I would invest in, it would be free weights. The next thing I would do would be to get an exercise ball, something like this. My ball just broke, so I'm showing you the box. And if you don't have room for an exercise ball, I recommend these things. These are called dinosaur eggs. Okay, you could buy them on Amazon, and dinosaur eggs you can do a lot of the same exercises that you would do on a Bosu ball, on a exercise ball or a Bosu ball, to help you with balance. So dinosaur eggs they're fun, they're really great. The next thing, if you have the desire and the ability, would be to buy an exercise bar. So I have 2 different weights of this, but for a long time I just had one weight, and you can do so many varied exercise with an exercise bar. And then the last thing would be a step, like think jazzercise, but we're not in the jazzercise generation anymore. I also got that stuff from a yard sale, and it just adds variety, which is nice. So that's actual exercise equipment. And then there's some other things that I think are really nice. If you're going to be working out at home a lot, I really encourage you to invest in either an elliptical or an indoor cycling bike. I think it's worth the investment because then, regardless of the weather, you can work out at home and do cardio. If you invest in a cycling bike, I encourage you really to buy a pair of cycling shoes. I had the same pair of cycling shoes, no joke, for 15 years. So they last for forever. And I encourage you to get a heart rate monitor for all exercising. I should have done this like 10,000 years ago. I have Polar because at the time that was the only heart rate monitor that worked with Kaiser bikes, and that's the bike I have in my house. but I encourage you to get a heart rate monitor. I do love these heart rate monitors because now they have apps with your phone. They're all Bluetooth, and you can see exactly what your heart rate is during any workout. And it makes a really big difference. So I encourage you to invest in that. And then if you guys know me, you know I'm a Bluetooth girl. So, but it took me, I'm also real cheap. It took me a long time. I just bought within the last year these Bluetooth headphones, and they changed my life, especially if you do something like Peloton or anything like that and you're trying to listen to a workout and while on your phone, but you don't want it to be playing. Anyway, just invest in a pair of Bluetooth exercise headphones and you will not regret it. It's really fantastic in my opinion. Okay, and then I encourage you to drink a protein shake after you work out. It really does help rebuild your muscles, especially like different people have different muscle types. Some people have no problem putting on muscles, others really struggle. I really struggle. The protein really, it really does help. I use a brand called Vega because it's vegan and it's really low sugar. So, but I mean, that's not an endorsement, just any protein shake would be great. Okay, so the first thing is give your muscles 24 hours to rest. The second thing is to, what is the second thing? Give your body 24 hours to rest. The second thing is to work out all 10 muscle groups on a regular basis. The third thing is to invest in the right equipment. And then the fourth thing is to become part of a community. So when you're working out at home and you're not going to the gym, it can be really easy to not do it. And it can, depending on your personality, I'm an introvert, but even as an introvert, sometimes it gets a little lonely. So I encourage you to find some sort of at-home community. I know that some women I know, they do like online workout groups together at 5:45 a.m. in the morning, or I use the Peloton app, which I absolutely love because then I still get those group fitness classes in the convenience of my home. They have tons of other stuff, not just cycling. I think there's like Beachbody stuff. I don't even know all the stuff that's out there. There's tons of stuff. But I encourage you to get part of a community or bring other people into your house virtually, like through YouTube or through an app, to work out with you. And I think your success rate will be a lot higher that way. So to recap is give your muscles 24 hours to rest, work out all 10 body parts on a regular basis, invest in the right equipment, and the fourth thing is to bring a community into your home. So I hope that helps. You know, I have a saying that I say all the time is you can invest in your health on the front end or you can invest in yourself on the front end or pay for it on the back end. And your health, you know what, it's totally, it costs money for protein shakes. It costs money to buy these, you know, exercise bands. It costs time, which is money to actually work out. But you make that investment now, or you pay for it on the back end. And how do you pay for it? With low energy, with depression, with poor sleep quality, with getting sick a lot, having to pay for all that medicine, like just having a subpar life. So I just want to encourage you, if you have the gift and the ability to work out, invest in your health and do that, and don't pay for it on the back end. All right, guys, hope that helps. Love to hang out with you more at joywilder.com. And guys, I am launching my podcast called The Brilliant Life Show, and I invite you to be part of my podcast launch team. You can sign up for the Brilliant Life Show podcast launch team at joywilder.com/podcast. That just means that you're going to be supporting me in the launch of my podcast. It's launching Tuesday, August 13th, and I encourage you to sign up. When you join our launch team, you will get access to my top 11 apps that will change your life. It's a PDF download and a video tutorial, and it is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. So I encourage you to do that, joywilder.com/podcast. Have a great day.